Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be playing some more Coffee Talk, Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. Let's dive back in. Has that pink teddy bear always been there? First time I've seen it, I think. I'm probably wrong. See Bailey's. Oh, here! Can I scroll over? What? Knock, knock! Anyone there? Ah, Mr. Bailey's. Hi, why was I staring over there? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. Let me quickly check our social stuff. Any friend stuff? Did we... I wonder why we didn't unlock Officer Georgie's third one. Riona, though. Singer, groover, part-time. Is that literally just a way of writing groover, as in you're grooving to something? Could be wrong. Could be German for something, I don't know. Alright, stories. Aqua. Wait, Aqua and Myrtle have only been in the once. This is episode 11, I think? So why haven't they been in anymore? I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. Okay. Come on, Aqua, we want to talk about your contract. Riona, normal schedule. That's good to hear. Lucas, you want to know where I got all my awesome sunglasses? Check out my good sponsor here. Been working with them for eons, and I always love their stuff, and y'all know that already. Okay, Lucas. Are we done? How are you tonight? I'm alright. But you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts. Ah, you can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things, how different the world is under the surface, compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Is this referring to ourselves? I'm starting to wonder if we're a vampire. Just from what Hyde was saying about us always being there. Our business only opens at night. We know that. Yeah. Ponderables. And everyone's hinting there might be... Well, some people are hinting there might be more to me than meets the eye. Funny. I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we could be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in these past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago we decided to take some time apart to think. Oh, that sounds ominous. Nay, I didn't mean it like that. It wasn't a break-up or even a break. Phew. We've been through so much, there's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know. I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space. And figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. Alright then, I'm going to tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing. What can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So anything really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus? Butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Okay, so let's look up if we actually do have a recipe of one of these things with those ingredients. So we got... so it's got to be something with milk and honey. Dreamin' blue? What about hibiscus? Or a sweetheart latte? Why don't we do the dreaming blue one? So, blue pea, milk, honey, brew. I went and flicked my latte art on him. Here you go. I hope you like it. Hey, thanks, Boring Dad. Oh, this is so nice, and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I didn't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people. And we don't have very much in common. Oh, it's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Ah, someone who passed away, I'm guessing. Exactly. Spot on again, Borindad. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them, or both of them, would walk away and abandon me. Very ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up in a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting, except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel. So she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea, with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you. That feels a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them, until she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. Ah, see, that's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds. But they do get big, bad diseases, like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die for them. Other way round. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. I did manage to visit her, and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. Well, at least she had you. It must have been a little consolation, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. To think I came very close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Borindad. Here you are, letting me blab on again. Oh, that's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... Ooh, these two haven't been around before. These three even. Good evening. Hi, Boring Dad. And hi, I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Baileys. Nice to meet you. I'm guessing you're Amanda.
We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you...
Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago.
Oh, the ninth earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date?
I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiancé.
Truly? Fiancé is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013% probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization.
I thank you.
Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink.
Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You were about to order, Amanda.
We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience.
Ah, I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh?
That is accurate.
I take it you've completed your research on Earth?
Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcome of our missions.
Interesting, that sounds like there's a story there. But first tell me, what sort of experience are you after?
We wish to have something we have never had before.
It's time to get creative then.
Yes, take care not to reuse any ingredients you have served us in the past.
Oh my god. I can't remember what I've said. There's no history for that, is there? How do I know what I've served you in the past? I've just made random stuff, I think. I've never got her order right. So we'll think about this. I tended to give her blue drinks. Oh, I know I've never served her... Oh, reuse any ingredients. So I've definitely given her a blue pea drink. Something special. I have done very few cocoa drinks. Oh, how about this one? It's got a little picture of a rocket in it, and it's just like space coordinates. Well, I said it's coordinates. Chocolate honey ginger. How about that? Chocolate honey ginger. I have no idea if I've used any of these ingredients in our drinks before, though. But that seems pretty cool. There's a little picture of a spaceman, even. I think that's cool. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. Oh.
The novelty coefficient does not clear the expected parameters, but it does not seem very important right now. We wonder why that is the case.
Are you maybe getting a little emotional, Amanda?
We do not wish to discuss this.
Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble.
Yeah, that was quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see.
Yeah, Lua mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night.
Yeah, please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But that's where your help really came in handy, Boring Dad.
My help?
Yes, the card you got off the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call computer. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix if we may say so. It is roughly 60.0923% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics.
Does that add up to 100? Maybe.
We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption, expressing the ciphertext as,
The point is, Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She obfuscated all mentions of us or save beyond recognition, and some totally legitimate orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission, which should last more than long enough for him to forget all about us.
Whoops, that sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling.
it was a very simple matter of applying hive knowledge.
Well, be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda.
Teehee, we're pleased.
Amanda is amazing. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Boring Dad.
I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very relieved.
Yes, we have thought on it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad.
You've really gotten the hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda?
Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished.
Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions?
No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting you call it, academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns, deep-level communication in hive versus non-hive species.
Whoa. That's how you'd know it's serious research. I didn't even understand the title.
Amanda always was the brains in the family.
That wasn't your only mission though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean...
Yeah. Pearl and I did go out on a date.
Right, you're looking for love, ain't you?
I am. I think. I think I may have found it.
Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago?
Well, just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does.
Oh, that's so great. But I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen?
It does, and it does not. And in fact, we hope that this is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires, the emotions as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying. at least to some extent.
Yeah, what Amanda said is a part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared, which is not an uncommon experience, I think.
Aye, it's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly.
It certainly requires some time, and even more time to find someone who can look at them with you, not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly.
That's a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing.
Has that been your experience with Lua?
It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who reminded me of that.
So does that mean you and Lua found some answers?
Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but... Boring Dad, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence.
Wow, that's some answers indeed.
Yeah. Taking a little time to really clear our heads. We had gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expanse, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members, whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves.
I am very touched, Mr. Baileys.
Ah, come on, Boring Dad. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here.
A special invitation for a certain someone. Okay.
Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing as how that's his obvious non-plus-one. Would you give it to them when you see them?
It would be an honour.
Silver, Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua wouldn't mind. Would you like to join us for the party?
A party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.99% pleasant and 0.001 disappointing that we have to refuse.
Yeah, I truly appreciate the offer, Baileys, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow.
Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda?
Not yet. We are going on an adventure.
Oh, that sounds very exciting.
It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. And maybe even a bit further if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists.
Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose, but it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling. Which is in essence circular reasoning.
That may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, and to see beautiful things. To enjoy life, you know.
Enjoyment as a purpose? That is new to us, but we are 99.99% excited to try it out.
And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in, that I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Boring Dad, and I always have a place to return to where I'll feel at home, well, that makes me a lot less nervous.
I'm very happy to hear that. Okay, guys?
I think I should order a drink.
Of course, what can I make you?
I'd like it to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure. But I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing.
So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Then how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun?
Yeah, I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and spice would be amazing.
Is that basically what I made for Amanda? Let's just have a quick check. Chocolate with sweetness and spice. So, honey and ginger? Chocolate, honey, ginger? It's the one I made for Amanda, isn't it? I mean, well, okay. Chocolate, honey, ginger. We'll do another one. Chocolate, honey, ginger. I did feel like this would be a good drink for them when it came up and it was just all numbers. I couldn't think who else it would apply to. I've got one of their orders right, hopefully. Here's a 299.792.458 for a Lightspeed Traveller.
Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous.
Evocative?
Yes, it is the speed of light, not evocative.
Oh, sorry.
Is the speed of light not evocative of great adventures?
Oh, it's the speed of light, okay. Hey, the speed of light. Oh, wow, I thought it was coordinates. Way to target your audience, Boring Dad. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Ha, thank you. But do you like the taste, Silver?
I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. It's got the spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. But then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda.
How does a taste remind you of us?
I guess he's saying that you're sweet, but with a strong character as well.
Well, that's about right.
We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased.
Oh, well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink.
I'd like that. Thank you, Boring Dad.
Oh, careful there. You don't want to spill a drink you enjoy this much.
You're right. I'm just so excited, I can barely sit still.
I can imagine. First trip across the country is a big deal.
It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited.
Okay, that was quite the dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're gonna say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives.
Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person.
With a secret society and an alien background.
It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace.
Our sibling's excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%.
Wow, hold on. Amanda, you have met Pearl and you talked about movies. And now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen?
Oh, we watched Orc Westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well.
You don't exactly sound thrilled.
Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas.
Ha, I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way.
I suppose so.
Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they got along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver?
She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date.
Whoa, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met. And it's starting to like. That takes guts.
Oh, you're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way, although I've always felt safe here with all the regulars. I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me, and so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is, and I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision.
Well, I will say that if she'd heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway.
That's fair.
Well, still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot.
The truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become, and I want the people I love to be proud of me too.
What is proud?
Proud is, for yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving, especially you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy.
Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you.
I...
You two are a very sweet family. And so are you and Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. True. Chosen families can also rock.
Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you were born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end.
Aye, so it is.
Well, we should probably get going.
Yes, we must. Go, Pack.
First time I see someone get excited about that Pacific part.
What Amanda really means is that I must pack, while she analyzes the Earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on.
Precisely. This is your further information for our research. We are thrilled.
Good luck, Silver.
Indeed.
Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about it when you're back, Silver.
I will. Good night to you two, then.
Hasta la vista, strangers.
Huh?
Oh, wrong voice. Orc Westerns. Bye to you too. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Boring Dad. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? It's not a very large space, but perhaps whether we like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose. There is no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's gonna be a small, cozy wedding. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Lua's gonna be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm gonna go and tell her now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Borin Dad. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Baileys. Let's have a quick check of our thing, which is, what's the new thing? Maybe a friends update? Baileys. We've done all right with him. I don't know if we saw this. Freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, art school graduate. Will draw and design for food and shelter. Favourite things, punk. Been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. See, he is Scottish, I knew it. Been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. What I'm doing with my life, escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one colour at a time. One day, I'll have my own solar exhibition. So that's cool. So who have we done fair? Silver, did we get Silver's in? Maybe that'll update tomorrow. We did like that last drink we made. So we did well with Baileys and Lua. So far, anyway. I might get some more updates. Hyde, we've done well with. Rachel, we've only seen the once, but I think we got her drink right. Yeah. I think that's it for today. Flower bed. An entire garden in a teacup. From the leaves to the pollen. Can you hear the bees? So, next episode, it's going to be Saturday, right? September 30th, 2023. Quick look at the headlines then. ZXX20 virus vaccine booster ready for distribution. So is that kind of like a COVID reference, I suppose, is it? Neko Mimi driver crashes truck filled with catnip. Suspected DUI. UFO previously spotted by Space Guard fighters. A very determined hot air balloon. Very good. Okay, so I'm just going to say thanks very much for watching this episode of Coffee Talk, episode 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do hit the like button on the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. That'd be great. And yeah, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed, it'd be amazing if you would do so. It'd be great to have you on board. So thanks very much. And I hope to see you next time for more Coffee Talk, episode 2. Bye for now.